There could be relief on the way for motorists. The federal government is hinting it will do something to help curb soaring petrol and diesel prices and the rising cost of living. But the Prime Minister wants us to wait 2 weeks until the budget. Here's political reporter Melissa Clarke.
Petrol prices have gone up and up and up.
We are very aware of what is occurring with petrol prices.
It's hard to miss. The cost of filling up has skyrocketed. The ACCC monitors average petrol prices in 5 capital cities. At the end of February, they hit an 8-year high of around $1.82 a litre. In the last 2 weeks, Bowsers have hovered around $2.20, which is well above the prices seen just before the global financial crisis.
This is being caused by the disruption of the war in Europe and the invasion of Russia into Ukraine.
Petrol was almost $2 a litre before the Ukraine conflict.
Fuel excise accounts for 44 cents in every litre. That's a low tax rate compared to other OECD countries, but with wages stagnant, every cent counts.
Very soon we're going to have to cut down on certain things at home.
I need to travel to and from work, so I've got to work.
With some government backbenchers calling for price relief, it seems something is being considered.
The budget is in a couple of weeks, and that's when announcements are made about all matters in relation to the budget.
Exactly what that might involve, though, isn't clear.
The budget is later this month.
Everything's going up except people's wages, which is why people are really, really struggling.
New Zealand has cut its fuel excise by 25 cents a litre for the next 3 months. But motoring advocates here aren't convinced that's the right move in Australia.
We can either have funding for roads or we can cut the excise, but we can't have both.
Oil prices on the international market are highly volatile right now. Another spike could easily wipe out the benefit of an excise cut. And a cut once made is hard to reverse, as previous governments have found. But the Morrison government can't afford to do nothing, given the rising cost of living is shaping up as a key election issue. Melissa Clarke, ABC News, Canberra.
So the soaring cost of diesel is already having a significant impact on freight, agriculture and household budgets. Diesel has hit $2.38 a litre in some parts of Queensland, and analysts warn high prices are likely to stick around.
Dodging cattle, but there's no missing skyrocketing diesel prices, adding to the cost of getting beef from paddock to plate.
We're doing our best we can on farm, but the costs in the supermarket are going to be follow-on costs right through the supply chain, everything from a packet of Wheaties to your rump steaks.
Fuel prices have hit a new record this year, the cost of diesel jumping by up to 50 cents in the past few weeks. This Brisbane servo was among the most expensive in Queensland today. In regional parts, it's not much cheaper. Livestock transporters say the price hike is catastrophic for their business.
It was already a big part of the pie for us, and that just in the last week it's grown by a third.
So you'll find almost all operators will be applying a fuel levy to their customers, so that will have to be picked up by the customers as we go. It'll always deliver, but it's going to be at an increased cost.
Rising costs are flowing all the way down the supply chain.
Australia lives on the back of a truck, so we're going to see this translate through to shopping centres, supermarkets, every part of a consumer spend.
The RACQ blames the Russian invasion of Ukraine and ongoing international supply and demand issues for the unprecedented spike in oil prices, and it warns high prices at the Bowser are expected for some time.
The $2 a litre at the pump that we're seeing just unfortunately may be the new norm. Let's hope it's not, but it's going to be very hard to wind back from these levels.
Rachel McGee, ABC News, Rockhampton.